students. So today, to begin with, we'll start with the second topic of medieval India, but this would be a continuation of the previous series where I was discussing about the first topic on medieval being the Rajputs. So now, to begin with medieval India, the age of Rajputs, we have already discussed the Rajputs. You can watch the previous lecture. So this would be lecture number 2, but again, what happened here in between from 647? When you look at the Rajput time frame, it's 647 to 1206. So I'll just make it even more wider. So it's like 647 to 1206 is the bracket of the Rajputs. Getting it? So now A, B, C, D. So when the Rajputs were ruling India, and those 36 kingdoms who were ruling India after the death of Harsha, when Rajputs were ruling, in 712, the Arab conquest of Sindh took place. The Arab conquest of Sindh took place. And in 850 AD, we have the greater Cholas coming up in South India. And see, we have 1000 AD, we have the entry of Ghazni to India. And in 1175 AD, we have the entry of Gori. So these 4 topics to be dealt within the brackets of the Rajputs, because it was during Rajputs all these actually took place. Now to begin with, I'll just give you a small glimpse. We are not touching about the Cholas now, because Cholas to be dealt little bit later, so we'll do it bit later. Not now in the series, I'll be doing the Cholas bit later so that you understand. Because chronology plays a very, very important role in the history. If you miss your chronology, I think we are completely lost. So now I'm just going to teach you about the Arab conquest of Sindh. What exactly happened in 712 AD? The Arab conquest of Sindh. If you look at the Arab conquest of Sindh, we have to just see the Caliph then was Walid the One. The Caliph's commander-in-chief was Al-Hajjaj. And Al-Hajjaj's son-in-law was Muhammad Bin Qasim. And the Indian ruler, that is the Sindh ruler. In India, the Sindh ruler was Dahir. And we have the Sri Lankan ruler. So these are the characters. The Sri Lankan ruler was Sulaiman. Now, what exactly happened here? When the Islamic world entered, and Islam started spreading as a big religion, the Sri Lankan king Sulaiman, a Muslim ruler, sent 2 gifts to the Caliph of Baghdad. These gifts entered India and they were lost in the port of Debel, Sindh. So to inquire into this information, Caliph wanted Al-Hajjaj to inquire into it, where Al-Hajjaj sent a small group to mediate, where Dahir, the Indian ruler, he did not consider them and they were all killed. Taking this as a direct attack, now the Caliph asked Al-Hajjaj to attack and occupy Sindh. India was seen one of the wealthiest country. India at this point of time was a land of knowledge. Medicine, mathematics, science were all growing because the Guptan society, how it was, how we call it as a golden age, all these, ideals were all spreading throughout the world. Now what happened in 712? Taking this instruction, Muhammad Bin Qasim entered India, attacked Sindh, occupied Sindh and killed Dahir. For 8 months, Qasim ruled India. When Qasim ruled India, naturally, what is the effect what we see? The effects of Arab conquest of Sindh, Islam entered India. So number 2, we have Islam entered. So the first province to taste Islam was Sindh. The second thing we see that the Indian knowledge was known to the outside world. Already people knew that India was a great land, but now the Indian knowledge, Indian mathematics, Indian science, Indian technology, let's take Aryabhata's mathematics, Aryabhatium, all these were known to the outside world. and they see that the disunity of the Rajputs were actually seen. So now the Arabs are getting to know that India is a weak country. So all the powerful rulers are disunited. So they see it as what? Now they're exposing it to the outside world. But one major thing what we take into consideration during this period was Islam entered India. Now do not forget the bracket. When Islam entered India, they were Arabs. So we use the topic called Arab Conquest of Sindh. So naturally, 712, the Rajputs continued to rule. Remember, in the first series of Rajputs, I told you Rajputs were secular. Rajputs, when Islam entered, Rajputs did not bother about anything. They allowed the Muslim rule to continue. Now, 850, we're going to do the Cholas later. Then comes a man called Ghazni and Ghori in the age of invasion. It's a very small topic, a very important topic to understand medieval world, the Arab conquest of Sindh. Thank you.